All right, what is going on, Banter fam? Welcome into the Friday edition of In the Game. I am your host, Hustle, and as always, we will be diving into the crypto gaming markets today. As I want to talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about where the market is right now and my mindset as far as DCAs into some projects. I'm not really ready to do so, and I'll explain why in this edition. As well, I want to talk about what are some future catalysts that could take us to the next level and to the next step of crypto gaming adoption. When we're taking a look at the space, we just had Midnight Society, which debuted their first play test. Really, it was Dr. Disrespect's game. He has 6 million cumulative followers across his Twitch, YouTube mainly, and Twitter as well. So what are some other mainstream catalysts that could hit the industry to bring this to the next level? We'll dive into that in this edition. Without further ado, let's get in the game.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you ain't here to hustle, why is you here? But if you here to hustle, the moon is near. It's crypto Banter, not financial advice. If you don't listen, what's the cost, what's the price? This ain't a game, put you on game. I know you gon' play, but ain't a percent. If you ain't here to hustle, why is you here? But if you here to hustle, the moon is near. It's crypto Banter, not financial advice. If you don't listen, what's the cost, what's the price? This ain't a game, put you on game. I know you gon' play, but ain't a play. If you get lost, show you the way.
All right, let's dive right into it. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button as well as subscribe to the channel for crypto videos here every single day on Crypto Banter. And be sure to remember that the show is officially sponsored by Unix, one of the leading GameFi infrastructure projects in Web3, as well as Kucoin. So let's dive in to really what I want to talk about is the path forward in crypto gaming. And we'll start with the markets. So right now, we're seeing Bitcoin around, high 22s. We're seeing Ethereum around 1,600. And then we go into the L1s and we see the gaming coin. So this is my kind of master gaming watch list, which has all the overarching tokens that I'm looking for in this market. And when you take a look at the landscape, I don't think that it's the time to be nibbling yet as far as those DCAs. I think we're still coming down from those post-recession merge rumor surge that we saw just about a week to 10 days ago, really, whenever that started. And we really saw the markets recovering very, very strongly. I do see us coming down a little more before we do see more upside in this market. And if we do see upside, I do really believe that it is temporary upside. Given everything going on an economic level, I just don't see how crypto will sustain up market too long. I just don't see that happening in the climate that we're in currently. And I would definitely expect lower prices on a lot of these projects. So what are some of the basic ones? And I talk about these quite a bit, but you keep the quality at the top of your list. Polygon, one of those that has not really come down that much after the Disney announcement. Obviously, Polygon selected to participate in Disney's 2022 accelerator program. And with this news, we saw a massive surge this month in Polygon. But right now, Polygon hasn't really come down from those levels. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on Polygon for one I want to DCA into actively during this bear market. But I'm going to wait for a little bit of a drop here because the momentum here hasn't really declined from 58 cents all the way up to 90 cents. But that is one of those mainstream catalysts. And a lot of these projects that I'm going to talk about today have mainstream catalysts behind them. And the mainstream catalyst for Polygon is their partners: Disney, Meta, Amazon, Sandbox, Dr. Disrespect's Midnight Society. There's so many quality partners and quality games coming to the Polygon blockchain that it is very hard to ignore the future of Polygon and really where this can go. And if you take a look at the all chart for a quality project like Polygon that really is building for the future, kind of similarly to IMX, the on-chain games now are good, but in the future, that's what everyone's waiting for, is these big projects, these big brands to officially integrate on their blockchain. We're taking a look at a big drawdown from all-time highs. All-time highs were right about 280, 270, and now we're looking at 90 cents. So once this does dip down off of this news and off of this massive July that Polygon was on, I'll definitely be actively looking into DCAing into Polygon. And we mentioned about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago that Gala was one that kind of creeped into our price range at 5 cents. I did take a little bit of a nibble there on a DCA into Gala when you're looking at valuation and when you're looking at total project. So Gala with 14 slated games coming to the protocol and counting, with top tier IP, The Walking Dead, Battlestar Galactica, as well as their mainstream adoption component, which is Grit, the Battle Royale game, which will be launching on Epic Games. And this is one of those games that I think truly could set the tone and bring more users to the Web3 side of things. Now, whenever I say this, here's why. Fortnite launched infamously on the Epic Games Store, and this will be a free-to-download, free-to-play game up front that will be exposed to potentially hundreds of thousands of daily active users on the Epic Games Store. So regardless, this game will be accessible to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of users across the year, across months, etc., from Grit, from Epic Games Store, and that is all under Gala Games umbrella. And this is a massive catalyst for the future as well, in my opinion. They're also bringing Blanco's Block Party, Epic Games Store. Blanco's Block Party will also be heading over to the Epic Games Store. And I think that, you know, whenever you look at those mainstream catalysts, that is definitely one that could set the industry forward, with that many people having access at their fingertips to just download these games, not have to have a wallet up front, not have to know a seed phrase, what blockchain you're on. They're just going to be able to download it right through Epic Games and play the game. They might even figure out later on that it's a play to earn game as you go down here. And if you just look at the description, you know, none of the descriptors say that this is a play to earn game. You know, one says, welcome to the Web3 frontier. They don't mention NFTs. They don't mention play to earn. So I definitely think that if this game impresses, as it looks like I would say, mix of PUBG and H1Z1, two of the most OG battle royales in the industry, both of which came before Fortnite. I think that this game has a lot of potential as far as the Web3 space. And when you look at adoption, you know, things we could look forward to. The first landmarks, you know, and these are just all, it's a bag of things that could happen in this industry. Polygon's partnerships coming to fruition with Meta, Amazon, Meta, Amazon, and then you have Disney, you have games like Midnight Society. There's a lot of different partnerships, Sandbox, etc. But then when you look at Epic Games, I think that is opportunity number 2. I think Epic Games could really boost this industry quite a bit. And they're just the store, they're just the infrastructure. Think of it like an Ultra, a Steam, a Vulcan Forged, or a Gala Games themselves, which is just incubating this game through their platform. Another project that's making a lot of noise right now is Vulcan Forged. And a lot of key updates recently regarding Vulcan Forged. They just today announced another partner coming into this ecosystem, which is Vendetta DAO, a Wild West themed metaverse with cowboys, outlaws, and side games thrown in. And when you take a look at everything going on with the chain, this is pretty crazy to take a look at, especially how fast they are building in this bear market. You know, Vulcan Forged has tripled down during this bear. No amount of hype can match what Elysium is going to be. And that is Elysium, which is the blockchain that powers Vulcan Forged, which is just launching now. 40 plus onboarded projects, 5 major brands, governments, Metascapes, GSP, Elysium Swap, and on and on. No hype will ever be enough. 40 plus onboarded projects, not to mention they have 10 plus games which are incubated by the Vulcan Forged team. So when you look at everything that they're building, very bullish on the future of Vulcan Forged. And this is whenever the money does trickle down, when we go into those green weeks, or we go into those bullish cycles in the future, Vulcan Forged is one of those tokens that takes the first level of money into altcoins and into gaming alts. And here's why that's the case. Whenever you look at the landscape of the market, a lot of people do feel like the market caps on Gala or on a Polygon, those are going to be less explosive on the gains and on the returns, right? You're only going to make X amount on a $7 billion market cap, someone would say. So when you look at a quality project like Vulcan Forged, which right now at its current state is at $100 million market cap, so $100 million market cap and all-time highs of over $40. You know, we're 10x from all-time highs here on Vulcan Forged. You know, looking at the platform versus the valuation and everything under their umbrella, this is one of those tokens that takes the first money in altcoins and gaming, etc., because it has that explosive potential as far as the market cap and the quality of the project. There's tons of volume on this every single day. People definitely are waiting to accumulate and get in and for the boom for Vulcan Forged in the future. I definitely think we see that when we do get those up cycles, whether it is those we've seen over the last few weeks. It has been trending upwards, for example, as we see here, about 288 last month. And then with this little bit of a rebound this month, we've seen it now at $4.28. I'd look once again for a little bit of a drop here, and then it might enter those accumulation levels where if you have a long-term scope of things, and this is the key, when I'm talking about dollar cost averaging, taking small bites into projects, this is for the long haul. I'm not looking for a swing trade. I'm not a swing trader. I am not a leverage trader. I am not a short seller for the most part. Obviously, if the market is just super bearish or we're at an overly euphoric state, then we can take a look at some shorts at that point. But that is not my approach here. I'm looking at valuations and projects that are going to be here 6, 12, 18, 24 months down the line, still building and still compounding their platforms. Projects like Gala, Ultra, Vulcan Forged, etc. And then let's talk about a couple more mainstream catalysts that I think have a lot of impact on the future of this industry and how rapid this industry will adopt. And that is Otherside Metaverse. And I liked what I saw from the playtest, especially from a game that hasn't been under development for too long. When you're looking at what they could do for the space, Bored Apes, all the rappers, all the actors that use NFTs, all the show hosts, TV hosts, etc., they all use Bored Apes. That is this signifying NFT for a celebrity, Justin Bieber, etc. They all utilize a Bored Ape as their profile picture. It's definitely the most culturally widespread and known NFT project and NFT brand in the world. Their metaverse, their AKA their metaverse, which people need to start calling a game. It's not really a metaverse, it's a game first and foremost. Their game has a lot of impact on this industry. If it goes really well, there's going to be good publicity from Yuga Labs and Bored Ape, Mutant Ape, their whole community, their whole ecosystem. It's going to get a ton of great publicity from mainstream actors, artists, publications, which see what they're doing. But on the flip side, Yuga is going to be the first one to get put in the headlines if this game tanks, if this game is low quality, if the servers are bad, and the servers should be good. They just did the playtest, which was very successful. But when you look at the stakes that are riding on Otherside Meta, I think there's a lot riding on this. Whenever they fully launch this, they're going to be subject to a lot of potential criticism if this does not meet people's expectations. But I think if they nail it and they just put out a quality game, quality graphics, quality social aspects, mini games, etc., and open it up beyond the ape ecosystem, I think that Otherside does have that potential to potentially transcend this industry to the next step, right? To the next step. All of these, the Disneys, the Meta, the Polygon partnerships, Epic Game Store, Otherside Metaverse, games like Illuvium, etc. These are the catalysts, in my opinion, that we are really looking for the future of this industry. And if we end up seeing these games specifically succeed, I think that this industry will be pushed forward much faster. And with Illuvium specifically, it's one of those games we've been waiting on for so long, it feels like. And it hasn't been that long in all realism, but whenever Axie Infinity really rose, everyone already knew what Illuvium was and what they were building. We've just kind of been waiting for it. Their next stage of their beta is coming live soon. We're looking at the Overworld gameplay here, which looks absolutely spectacular. The open world game, which I'm really looking forward to getting in and actually, have experience inside the open world. This is AAA, clear AAA graphics. The mechanisms and the the environments look fantastic. So really excited to hop in this when this comes around. But games like this, Otherside Meta, Star Atlas, Midnight Society, they have massive implications on the future of this industry. And I would throw in Grit as well, Grit from Gala Games. I would say that those few games right now have probably the biggest weight on the success of the industry because of how notorious the people or the product is itself. Everyone knows Dr. Disrespect. Everyone knows Bored Apes and the Otherside Metaverse. Everyone knows what Illuvium is. Even the people who don't pay attention to Web3 games, even those people, you tell them what Axie is, they know. You tell them what Illuvium is, Star Atlas, they know these projects. The common crypto investor knows exactly what this is. And if these take off and have that good sentiment, good reviews, good publicity, it could transcend this industry a lot faster. So I think we have a lot to look forward to in the next 3, 6 months, a year to 5 years. I mean, in the metaverse, this could be a multi-decade opportunity at the future of this industry. If all the social media platforms adopt NFTs, metaverse, there is a long runway here for us to potentially, be involved in the future of this industry. This is, like I said, potentially a multi-decade opportunity. So I hope you are as ready as I am. I have my watch list ready. I know exactly what I am eyeing up to accumulate whenever we do have those subsequent dips that I think we will have. I think we go a little lower in the next few weeks, coming month, etc. And I don't think that the blood is done, but I will have my stable coins ready to deploy. Not financial advice as always, but I like to just lay out exactly what I'm doing and exactly my mindset to try to give you the step-by-step playbook into how to have your mindset in these markets and how to play these markets whenever the time comes, so that you're confident first and foremost, and that you are ready to comfortably DCA at comfortable valuations on your top projects for the next 12 months to, I would say, like I said, multi-decade opportunity inside of this industry. So guys, if you got value out of this video, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the video for cryptocurrency content every single day here on Crypto Banter. I will be back tomorrow with another show, and comment down below your thoughts on the future of the industry. I'll also answer those comments for the next couple hours. I'll pop in the comment section. So as always, play well, my friends.
Mm-hmm.